Music Online UK.
And that was The Lonely Road by Felix Swinstead. Now, the first thing to notice about this piece is the tempo marking, which is andante. Not too fast, but not too slow either. And it is very fitting for the title, The Lonely Road. It wants to be a gentle walking pace. The next thing you need to notice is the phrasing. The long curvy lines between the notes of the music indicate where the phrases are. As you can see here, this curvy line goes all the way to this note here. That is the first phrase. And here, this is the second phrase starting. There should be a slight breath between the phrases, a slight lifting of the last note before the next phrase starts. Now in this case you have two E's, one after the other, and of course you have to lift the first E to play the second E. But later on it is not so obvious. This G sharp, for example, could be wrongly slurred onto this E here, but that would be joining two phrases together into one long phrase, not as the composer intended. It should be played like this. Lift. And it should not be played like this. Join. Make sure there's a little lift between the phrases. Now sometimes that little lift is only in one hand and there's an overlap between the phrases in both hands. That particular section, the left hand had its own little phrase coming in halfway through. Then the left hand carries on smoothly whilst there is a little lift in the right hand. Have a listen. The next thing you need to take notice of is to not accent the wrong beats in the bar. This piece is in 4/4 time, which means a little bit of weight on the first of every 4 beats. Now the opening phrase has an accent on the first beat here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 1, 2, 3. Only a slight accent, not a big thump, but it might be tempting to put a bit of an extra thump on the third beat of the second bar, like this. Because it's under your thumb, and thumbs tend to be a little bit heavier. So be careful not to thump that third beat. Just ease off on that phrase. Also notice there is a crescendo in bar 11 followed by a diminuendo a few bars later. Finishing with the marking RAL, slowing down. Now be careful that your last note is a full 3 beats, including the slowing down. One, 2, 3, off. The third beat finishes where a 4th beat is about to start. So you count 1, 2, 3, off. This is not 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. That's just 2 beats. This is 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, off. And that is The Lonely Road by Felix Swinstead.